Today we are going to learn about the p block elements. Today we are going to learn about the p block elements. In periodic table we are going to observe means periodic table is classified into S block, P block, D block and F block. This is S block, this is P block, this is D block and this will be F block. Periodic table is classified into S, P, D and F blocks. Now we are going to talk about P block elements. In that P block elements we are going to discuss about 13th group and 14th group elements. First of all, what is this P block elements? What is the definition of this P block elements? P block elements meaning is whenever in that element the last electron, otherwise valency electron, otherwise outermost electron enter into the valence shell. Last electron entering into the which orbital? If it is entering into the s orbital, that is S block elements. If the last electron enters into the p orbital, they are called p block elements. Last electron entering into the d block means d block elements. F block means F block. F orbital means F block elements. Now, in this 13th and 14th group elements, 13th group elements are also called as icosagens and 14th group elements are also called as tetragens. 13th group elements icosagens and 14th group elements tetragens. When you are going to study about these graphs, we are going to talk about some general characteristics. In general characteristics, first of all, we are going to talk about electronic configuration. We are going to talk about electronic configuration of these 13th group elements. In the 13th group elements, what are these 13th group elements? Boron, aluminium, gallium, indium and thallium. Boron, aluminium, gallium, indium and thallium are the 13th group elements. They are going to differ. These elements are going to differ with their atomic numbers. Here this is going to differ with 8 and 18 you are adding this will come. Again 18 you are going to add means indium will come. Again 32 you are going to add means thallium atomic numbers will come. These are the electronic configuration. Helium 2s2 2p1 and here 3s2 3p1. Here 3d10. Observe this 3d10 4s2 4p1. Observe this 4d10 5s2 5p1. Here 4f14 and 5d10. Here 6s2 6p1. These are the electronic configurations. Generally, all the elements you are going to observe the electronic configuration means you have to observe the valence shell. In this one, second shell is the valence shell. In this one, third shell is the valence shell. In this one, fourth shell is the valence shell. 3 is there. 3 is not a valence shell. Here 5 is the valence shell. 4d it is not a valence shell. Here 6 and 6 is the valence shell. 4f 5 and d are not the valence shell. Based on observation of all these electronic configurations, we can conclude this 13th group general electronic configuration is what is that? NS2 NP1. NS2 NP1. In this one, how many number of valence electrons are there in all the elements of the 13th group elements? How many electrons are there? There are 2 plus 1. There are 2 plus 1. 2 plus 1. 2 plus 1. There are 2 plus 1. That is 3. 3 valency electrons are there. 3 valence electrons are there. So that is why these 13th group elements also we can study under 3rd A group elements. 3rd A group elements they are located here and 14th group elements 4A group elements they are located here. This is what about electronic configuration. Their general electronic configuration is NS2 NP1. Okay. After studying this electronic configuration, next general characteristic, general property is atomic radius. Now we are going to talk about atomic radius. Otherwise, this is also study under ionic radius. Atomic radius, otherwise ionic radius. Atomic means in a neutral state, ionic means in the ionic form. After losing of electrons, there will be a ion form. That radius you can also study. Here as of our knowledge, this is down the group. Boron to aluminium, aluminium to gallium, gallium to indium. This is down the group. When we are going to down the group, as of our knowledge, there is a increase in the shell number. First boron here, next there is a increase in the shell number, then there will be increasing in the shell number. That one we can observe here in a electronic configuration. Here second shell, here third shell, here fourth shell, fifth shell. There is a increasing in the shell by shell. Shell number increase. Automatically shell number increase means there is a increasing in the atomic size. So that based on that, here last element is thallium. Thallium is greater than indium. Indium is greater than gallium. Gallium is greater than aluminium. Aluminium is greater than boron. This is what we are going to expect as of our general criteria. But this is wrong here. That is wrong here. The actual order is this one. This is correct one. This is the correct radius of this 13th group elements. Here see. Where is the difference here? Here boron is okay and indium okay, thallium okay, and here only there is a change. Here only you are observing a exception. Here gallium becomes smaller than aluminium. Gallium, observe everybody here. Gallium is smaller than aluminium. Here what happened? Aluminium is this one. Gallium is this one. Aluminium electronic configuration is neon 3s2 3p1. Gallium electronic configuration finally 4s2 4p1. Here there is a 3D. What observed here? There is a 3D shell. In the case of gallium, there will be a 3D orbital existing. See here, everybody. Wherever nucleus is there, nuclear force of attraction will come here. So it is passing through orbital, s orbital, or it may be p orbital, or it may be d orbital, it may be f orbital. When this nuclear force of attraction is passing through the orbital, there is a capability of this orbital can shield the nuclear force of attraction. They can stop the nuclear force of attraction. That is called as shielding power of orbitals. When you are talking about the shielding power of orbital, s orbital having more shielding than p, more shielding than d, more shielding than f. Here we are going to compare with aluminium and gallium. Here in neon, the nucleus is directly influencing the valence electrons. But here in gallium case you are going to see means what will happen? This nuclear force of attraction is influencing more. Why influencing more? There is a 3D orbital. This is poor shielding effect. D shell, D orbital is poor shielding effect when compared with the S and P. It is unable to shield the nuclear force of attraction. So that nuclear force of attraction is passing through the D subshell and it is falling on valency electron. So that when the nuclear force is passing through D subshell and passing on the valence electron, it will pull inside. What is that? The nuclear force of attraction is pulling inside the valence electrons. When the valence electrons coming closer to the nucleus, automatically the radius is going to be decreases. That is why when you are talking about the radius, gallium is comparatively smaller than aluminium. This is the correct radius. That is due to the poor shielding effect of 3D orbitals in a gallium. Next one we are going to talk about ionization enthalpy. We are going to talk about ionization enthalpy. What is ionization enthalpy here? Energy required to remove the valence electron in a gaseous format. Whatever the energy required to remove the electron from the valence shell is called as ionization energy. when we are going to observe these elements in valence shell, how many electrons are there? There is a 3 electrons. How many electrons are there? There is a 3 electrons in the valence shell. So that if we are going to remove one electron, it will be m plus. You are going to observe 2 electrons, it will be m plus 2. You are going to observe 3 means it will be m plus 3 charge. Whenever an atom losing 1 electron, it will form monopositive charge. 2 electron losing means dipositive charge. 3 electrons losing means tripositive charge. It is going to form. So that if you are removing the first electron means that energy required to remove the first electron is called as IE1, ionization enthalpy 1. If you are removing the second electron, that is IE2. If you are removing the third electron, means IE3. Based on the first ionization potential, second ionization potential and third ionization potential, we are classifying this order. We are giving this order. Based on this, what happening? Boron is greater than gallium. Gallium is greater than aluminium. It is greater than thallium and indium. It is greater than thallium and indium. This is, we can observe this. Boron is smaller one compared with the gallium, so more ionization potential. So gallium is smaller than aluminium, so it is more ionization potential. Where is that? Where is the exception takes place? Here. Here only exception takes place. Here thallium is more in size. Thallium is more in size, so it should have the less ionization potential. But it is dominating indium and it is coming in front. Because this is also because of pore shielding effect. Again, it is also because of pore shielding effect of which one here? Here because of F orbital. See thallium here. Thallium we are going to observe means here 4F. F orbital is there. F orbital shielding effect is very poor. Because of pore shielding effect of F orbital, nuclear force of attraction is more on the valence electrons. So finally, ionization enthalpy is follows this order. Here gallium is more than aluminium, thallium is more than indium. Because in a gallium there is a pore shielding effect due to the d orbital. In a gallium there is a d orbital. It is also pore shielding effect. Actually thallium is greater than indium. Here this order reverse because there is a pore shielding effect in thallium due to the F orbital. Shielding effect order. Shielding effect order, S can shield more, P can shield more, D can shield more than F. So that in this two, gallium having a pore shielding effect. So that pore shielding effect means it is unable to control the nuclear charge. It is leaving the nuclear charge. It is falling on the valence electrons. Nucleus is pulling inside. So size is going to decrease. Electrons are very near to the nucleus. So it is very difficult to remove the electrons. So you have to give more energy, that is ionization enthalpy. Here thallium, indium. In thallium there is a F orbital. It is also showing pore shielding effect. So that nuclear force of attraction is falling on the valence electrons. Valence electrons are under the control of the nucleus. So if you want to remove the valence electrons, you have to give more energy comparatively with the indium. That is why we are following this order. It is the correct one. And next general characteristic.